kulit sama tulangnya. Yang hasil dengan tangan saya sendiri itu masih harga murah, itu masih harga 4 juta per kulit. Nah, setelah itu kita berburu harimau.
Ini, Mini, Mo.
Oke. Yuk, clear up. Salepin. Komplit. Yuk, kendarin. Jangan kendarin. Full.
Go right in the hind rump. We go right there.
Jam 4 banget ya? 1,4 dan 0,4 ketaminnya.
This drug combination with the ketamine, do the eyes stay open?
Yes.
I was born and raised in New York City. Kind of an interesting childhood for a big cat biologist. When I had particularly bad days, and bad days meant fights, my father would take me to the Bronx Zoo. And my favorite place at the Bronx Zoo was the Great Cat House. I remember cage after cage after cage. Lions, jaguar, snow leopards, tigers. I remember feeling the massive strength and power of these big cats, and yet they were locked up. And I would go up as close as I could and talk. And I would talk to the big cats. And that was my entire world. I felt closer to animals than I did with people. 10 years ago, we started Panthera because tigers have plummeted in numbers. We're in a real crisis situation here. We have almost no more tigers left on Earth. The estimation is that there are about 3,800 wild tigers left in the world. Of those, about half are in India. The second largest population of tigers left in the world is in Indonesia. There used to be a lot more in Indonesia. There used to be the Javan tiger, one of the subspecies that's gone extinct. There used to be the Bali tiger, another subspecies that's gone extinct. Now, the only remaining tigers left in all of Indonesia is in Sumatra. And in Sumatra, they're doing an experiment to do something that's not being done anyplace else in the entire world. Tigers are being saved here. And the key is Tommy Wanata. One man makes this place happen.
Akhirnya saya diberi petunjuk oleh Tuhan berada di Tambling untuk membantu kehidupan alam yang nature.
Tommy is trying to save a certain amount of tiger habitat intact with abundant tiger prey.
Pelan. The first time I look wild tiger is in this area.
Oh, it was here?
Male and the female and the cub. Nggak lama setelah itu kami mulai mendapatkan tugas-tugas dari pemerintah untuk melestarikan harimau. Nah itulah cerita Muli sekarang yang menarik. Gitu aja.
Waktu itu saya habis pulang dari kontrol dari kebun. Nah, saya jalan naik motor. Pas di dekat samping keramat. Dari kejauhan tuh saya lihat kayak anjing. Tapi kok pendek, dia panjang. Di sebelah sini dulu ya. Di situ tempat di mana Muli ditemukan. Sembunyi dari orang-orang.
About a year ago, Tommy's people found a young cub left by its mother.
Suntik, injected with anesthesia, and then we evacuate to rescue center.
They could hear the mother in the area.
Nah yang anehnya, ibunya hanya menonton di kurang lebih 500 meter di semak-semak.
Right there. Look at that track.
Tidak datang. Biasanya kalau anak harimau diganggu, ibunya datang menyerang yang mengganggu. Ini enggak. Jadi sepertinya kayak ibunya mengantar anaknya deket sama tempat di mana ada potensi untuk menyelamatkan anaknya.
Muli was near death. It had gotten an injury, and that injury filled with maggots.
Setidaknya saya melihat Muli waktu saat dulu pertama kali ada terlintas pemikiran bahwa Muli ini tidak bisa diselamatkan.
Ya, karena pada saat merawat si Muli, aku seolah menganggap dia bukan seekor binatang, tapi saya anggap seolah saya merawat anak saya sendiri. Dia lemah, terbaring tanpa daya. Seperti dan setelah 1 minggu dan sampai 2 minggu kondisinya mulai membaik. Itu dimana di kandang umbar kita melatih dia untuk berburu. Pada waktu itu kita coba untuk pemberian pakan hidup sehingga untuk tidak sampai merubah perilakunya seperti perilaku dia di alam.
Over the course of 8 months, this cub, it was healed.
Muli.
Setelah ini Muli sekarang sudah sembuh dan sudah sehat. Pada saat yang tepat dia sudah betul-betul siap dan kuat kan untuk dirilis kembali ke alam liar.
It's a healthy 57 kilo subadult female, a little over a year old. Now, this cub is poised to be reintroduced, let go back into its native environment. Unfortunately, in Sumatra, the tigers are being hammered hard.
Nah itu yang kita ambil itu hanya kulitnya. Pertama waktu itu saya pasang jerat, ini ditimbun. Nah, jadi apabila harimau itu lewat, kakinya menginjak sini, ini akan terus tuh. Ini juga.
The worst things I have seen, I've come across snares. A tiger that tried chewing through the cable. Its paw was just black.
Setelah pasang tali, saya lihat itu dapat harimau.
Tiger trade. The killing of tigers for their highly valued body parts. Every part is valuable. Tiger hair is valued. Tiger claws are valued. Even tiger feces is valued. Now, why? There is a component of Chinese medicine which has to do with the folk component, with the spirit and the strength of the animal. Killing a tiger and then eating a tiger's parts and thinking they're getting some of that strength. A species going extinct, all because of it. I've seen on the Thai-Burmese border a full tiger skeleton inside a huge aquarium filled with red liquid, tiger bone wine.
我们泡的是大缸，500斤那个大缸，
那得有多少？里边得有多少骨头？
是40多斤骨架吧，一具骨架就是40斤左右。
那我怎么知道你这是真的呀？
然后你想要成型一点，来一段跟这个是一样的，这不你就认识了，对吧？那你不怕是假的。
Tiger bone, ground up, is worth more by weight than any precious metal, any illegal drug, anything else we know out there. Due to a certain tradition, tigers will cease to exist.
This is CNN Breaking News.
Thai wildlife authorities say 3 monks and 2 staffers at the so-called Tiger Temple are likely to face charges of smuggling and possessing endangered animal parts. Well, our guest is an expert on big cats. Alan Rabinovitz is the CEO of Panthera. How big is this black market?
This is a black market that has been around for centuries, literally. This is such an egregious situation, what has been happening at this temple.
Even frozen tiger cubs are sold for their meat, and this trade, it's been going on for centuries. How do you stop it?
The way to stop this kind of thing is by saving these tigers in the wild and using the enforcement tools to keep people out and give these tigers a safe home. Does it cure cancer? Does it solve anything else we know out there? No, there's no reason for it. If we want to have tigers in the future for our children, real live tigers, then we should be stopping poachers from using their parts. As a child, I remember feeling the massive strength and power of these big cats. And yet they were locked up. That's exactly the way I felt. I was like the animals. My head was a cage. I was born with a debilitating stutter. I couldn't speak. Back then, people didn't quite understand what stuttering was. They thought something was broken inside me. They put me in special classes called the retarded classes by all the other children. So my father would take me to the Bronx Zoo because he knew I felt comfortable. So I would go up as close as I could and talk. I would talk to the big cats. I still stuttered some, but I could talk. I could express myself. I know beyond doubt that we would be treating animals differently in terms of killing them, in terms of keeping them behind bars. They had a human voice. I view it as my life's work to show how big cats and people can live together. That's why Panthera spends so much of its time doing ranger training and law enforcement.
Nah, tadi dari intelijen, data-datanya adalah dilihat dari observasi ada 2 orang. Dia spesialis harimau. Dia biasanya memakai AK-47. Kadang-kadang pakai senjata tradisional atau locok.
They are criminals. If you don't treat a criminal like a criminal, then you're never going to get to the root of the problem.
Ini sangat-sangat profesional sekali.
Failure is not acceptable. In a world where all the tigers are dying off, this is a war.
Tim Alpha akan kami kirim terlebih dahulu. Tim Bravo akan kami berangkatkan.
Our whole strategy is saving these species immediately.
Kegiatan berdoa mulai.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Nama lengkap.
Sampai tahun 2000 saya tertangkap oleh
Catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go.
Jadi saya kira Muli ini memang dia tingkat keliaran cukup baik. Mungkin pada waktunya dia sudah kuat, kita akan lepas, release the nature.
Ya, saya juga dia kan dari alam. Kalau bisa kembali lagi ke alam, senang.
Rijal, kamu jangan lepas, jangan. Ini pegang di sini, jangan dicekek gini nih caranya.
When you collar tigers, you understand their activity patterns, locate kill sites, understand what they're eating. And so we fit her with a satellite GPS collar so we can track her movements through the national park.
So we just want to get the fitting just right. Yeah.
The collar has a timed release. So after 6 months, the drop-off will activate and the collar will release.
So we've got the battery on the bottom and the satellite GPS uplink on top here. Okay. Thank you. Okay, terima kasih. Ya, saya mau timbang. Awas, awas. Mau timbang. Awas.
We're ready. All right. We're ready to go.
Okay. He's blinking. She's blinking. Go.
Oh, dia malah ini.
Oh, itu.
bukan mungkin. Mudah-mudahan bisa beranak lah. Nanti kawin sama yang harimau di luar.
Oh ya. Boleh ya.
Tarik ya.
My heart is with the animals. And that's where my passion went, and I have never forgotten my promise to the cats at the great cat house. Someday, if I was ever able to find my voice,
saya lakukan di masa-masa yang lalu.
Pocong, Pak. Ujung, Pak. Ujung.
There she is. There she goes.
Yang 6 itu ke alam, diri dia.
There she goes. There she is. She's over there. She's going back home.
Tapi dia dia melangkahnya bagus, Pak. Kalem sekali, Pak.
What inspires you to give them a second chance?
Semua ini sama kayak manusia. Dia harimau juga dia ciptaan Tuhan, ciptaan Allah, ciptaan Tuhan. Jadi saya kira semua makhluk hidup di dunia ini punya kesempatan untuk memperbaiki diri serta untuk berubah menjadi baik.
All living things which have evolved with us on this planet have a right to parts of this planet. We need tigers for a healthy, stable world for ourselves and for our children.
Saya sekarang ingin melindungi satwa atau binatang yang ada di dalam hutan. Itu kalau saya sekarang maksud saya.
Di Tambling atau juga bisa menjadi pusat penelitian, pusat pelestarian. Banyak sekali jenis binatang. Apu, kancil, kijang, kerbau air, monyet. Jadi balancing of ecosystem itu menjadi bagus. Yang sudah jumlah harimau yang sudah kita lepas ke alam itu ada 6 ekor. Dan sampai hari ini menurut data yang kami dapat, semuanya tidak ada bukti, tidak ada yang konflik dengan manusia dan tidak ada yang konflik dengan tiger.
What Tommy's doing at Tambling and what Panthera is helping Tommy do is saving these species now. Why we want Tambling and Tommy Wenata's incredible project as a model to other places throughout Tiger Range and duplicate this model is because I never forget I'm living out that promise. They need a voice. Panthera now gives them that human voice. And we will have a world with sustainable numbers of tigers.